you guys have finished exploring the outer sanctum. And you're told that the access to the inner sanctum can be allowed if you have approval from the Hachia. It's about 5 o'clock in the city of Tefu. You guys have spent your second day here. What do you guys want to do for the evening? Or do you guys want to just go to bed?
We need to go meet a dude about a breastplate.
He's gonna meet us at the bar, though.
Okay,
Yeah. He's gonna bring the stolen goods into a bar.
that's great. Yeah, that's good.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. It'll be fine.
So you guys want to do anything or just...
I do.
What do you want to do, Rodrigo?
I want to see where this is.
That?
Yeah. I want to go there.
That's the eye of the heavens.
That sounds intense.
Sure, give me a second to see what that is. Because I didn't memorize all of these.
There has been a lack of cats in this stream.
You're going to be disappointed.
I know.
It's an observatory.
Peebles is right here.
So you get to there, and there's just it's a big building, and in the center it's a domed roof with a hole in the top that they can look up and study the stars. It's kind of turned into a museum of sorts, where they show some ancient Osirian stuff. You can definitely tell that Tefu kind of thinks more highly of itself than Wadi thinks of itself. Tefu's like the up-nosed, posh debonair, and Wadi is the more kind of quiet, like, this is what we have.
Maybe I will be able to
they've
have
got a
some fun
library
this
with
evening.
$50 cover charge.
If I
so
look
think
at my
so.
star map, can I finally line it up through any of the star charts in this observatory?
You
you
lined them
come
up
with
in the
me?
last one.
I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, you did.
I guess I'll walk back then, but this gives me an idea.
Whoops.
I might be able to have some fun tonight.
Observing the stars?
No.
Wow, you know how to party.
Pena, do you want to do anything? Because these two, you're meeting up with Viper. Are you
Yeah.
joining him?
I am absolutely joining him.
I feel like I have to be chaperoned, according to this group.
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna go back to the
And
modern. Yeah, I'm super boring today.
it's fine. Take a boring day. Be you.
Yep.
Embrace yourself. Have a bath again. All right. So you two are going to go meet with Viper.
Yeah.
The Viper. Sorry.
Yeah.
The Viper is sitting at his table in the back, and he has a little bundle in his arm, and he just goes.
I'm gonna leer from close enough that the Viper knows I'm here, and close enough that I can hear what they're saying,
Yep.
but not at the table with them.
Sure. Sure. You were looking for armor?
Yeah.
How does this look? It's a breastplate.
Is it magical properties?
You asked for magic? I got you magic.
What's it do?
I can't explain that to you without metaing the information in a way that I would not understand. So let's just say it makes you tougher. How much money do you got on you?
2 gold.
2 gold?
Yeah.
This is more than 2 gold, man.
No, it's not.
I can't just give this to you for 2 gold.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
Why not?
Because it costs more than 2 gold.
But it got you got it for free.
Yeah, but I want to do more than 2. I want to make at least like 80% of what its value is.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
60%?
You don't have another buyer lined up.
Ask how much it is first.
No, I'm not gonna ask how much it is.
You're not gonna get this armor, dude. Says the ghost voice in your head that's like,
I'm gonna
dude.
get this armor.
Oh god.
50%.
50%, 60%,
50.
55,
50.
60%,
50.
65,
50.
70%,
50.
80%,
50.
90%.
Cards.
Cards?
Cards.
I don't want to play cards with you.
Cards.
You're gonna call the guards here?
No.
The innkeeper knows me. I'm a protected place here.
I got conned out of so much money at the library. I had to buy that crazy lady in the mask. So many soaps today. Listen, man. I got
60%,
55.
55.
What's that?
550 gold pieces.
That I can do.
But can you now put in your notes that
It's
you
a
have bought
stone.
something from the Viper?
Oh boy.
I just realized this cookie is way too crunchy to eat on stream.
No, eat it. I've been eating mine.
Yeah.
Look at
I'm
this. I'll do
eating
it right now.
chips. Ah.
His Mike's just like, no.
Yeah. The levels, the levels.
It's a +1 breastplate.
Nice.
So your armor AC goes to 21.
Nice.
And also you're cursed. And you'll lose all your hair.
I was gonna say, Chief, are you sure you should put that on? Perhaps you
He's
should.
already just.
Perhaps
What?
you should have Panya look it over first before you put it on,
Why?
because she can detect magic. She can tell you what it does.
Makes me tougher.
Fine, whatever. Put it on. I don't
Yeah,
give a
just
shit.
wear it. Just do it. Just wear it. It's gonna be so fun.
Well, now I'm paranoid. Maybe I should.
Are you doing this in front of the Viper?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's just armor.
That's what I thought.
Hey,
Don't
just
you
put
got
it on. I'll put it on before you if you want.
No. You're
I'll
the
show you it's
Viper.
good. I'm the Viper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't ever forget it.
Oh.
Finger guns. What are finger guns? Who knows?
It's the thing he invented.
Yeah, just this is the thing I do.
Yeah.
I'm the Viper. It's a crossbow.
Oh boy.
2
Well,
crossbows.
this is the crossbow, remember? This is the crossbow.
Yeah. Or you look like you're handling a TV remote.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make a note. You bought something from the Viper.
I'm just gonna put it in the information here. I guess I shouldn't just get rid of this breastplate in my inventory, but check penalty.
Puts it on, turns to stone, technically tougher. After that, the Viper stays and has a few more drinks.
Okay. Now I need to hawk a breastplate tomorrow. Unless any of them can make use of it.
What do you want to do, Rodrigo?
I'm going to come back to the bar. Do I witness any of that exchange?
Yeah, you see him putting on the armor.
That he bought from the shadowy man who then goes in and has some drinks?
Yeah. Yeah, no, the whole thing happened inside the bar.
Oh. No, I'm going to order something from the bartender and take a seat near the center of the room and wait for the evening's entertainment to start or for one of these people to do something interesting.
Yep.
If not, maybe I'll start something interesting.
Did the Viper leave? Is he still here?
No, he's staying all night. He parties with you guys.
He parties.
He parties at the bar. The
I went
Viper.
to sleep, so.
You went to sleep again?
Yes, Panya went to sleep.
I just really like being alone.
Did she go to sleep?
Pet your
Because
cat.
now I'm... Dania.
You're at her door?
Yeah, Dania.
Which door are you at? Your room or Rodrigo's room?
Rodrigo's.
Yeah, right. There's a knock on your door.
If I don't answer, he'll go away. What do you want?
I bought a breastplate, and Neith has me all paranoid about it. I just need you to give me some peace of mind.
You put it on anyways.
Idiot. Yeah, I guess. Come in. I'm just like not wearing a whole lot right now, except for the mask.
My
I'm
room
like,
is also much nicer than yours.
Yeah, there's the balcony. There's a bathtub. There's apparently a naked Panya apart from mask, but you
I
know.
like a
Yeah.
little teddy.
undergown
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Is this good?
Is this? Am I good?
Are you good or is
This breastplate, is this okay?
I mean, it looks weird, but
Why does it look weird?
it just always looks weird. You look weird.
That's rude.
You want me to figure out what's? I'm detecting magic.
It is magic.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's magical.
it's not like evil or
Can
anything
I
though.
detect the?
Can I have your detect magic card? I just need to. Yeah. So you just have to spend like 3 actions to do it because we're not in combat. You can just do it. It's not cursed.
You're fine.
Thank you.
Can you go in a?
Can I have a bath?
Get the heck out of here.
So you're doing anything? You're just still kind of just mingling in the bar and. Rodrigo?
I was going to start a bar fight, but with parts of the party going to sleep, it's probably a bit lame.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go up to my room.
Cool.
Yes.
Your room or the other room?
My room, I didn't know she was staying there this
Yeah.
night.
You open the door and Panya's inside.
Hello.
This is a surprise.
I'm gonna go to my room.
No, it's fine. I'll go to your room.
Okay, bye.
Door closes. You go to your room. What do you got? You guys just
I'm
gonna?
there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I went downstairs.
What are you doing downstairs, Chief? Eating chips?
Yeah.
Well, somebody's
Nice.
not looking after Chief.
Chief just starts a bar fight. What do you want to do,
Come
Chief?
downstairs. It's just.
You're just drinking
caffeine.
liquor?
Yeah.
All right, that'll cost you money.
Rodrigo took care of it.
You say to the barkeep? Cool. She's okay with that. She pulls out a small ledger and writes something down. And the Viper now comes over and hangs out with you all night.
Oh
He
wow.
just starts talking with you. He's made a new friend. He's happy to hang out with you.
Okay.
He says, not a lot of people buy things from me.
Really? Why? Is it because you're scary?
I mean, I like to think so. He flexes, but he's not that strong. You look tough.
I am.
What
tough.
do you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I adventure.
Oh, that's probably why you needed that armor. That makes sense.
You have perfect sense. What do you do? Just steal and sell things?
Well, I also work for the Thieves Guild here.
Oh.
I'm kind of like a new recruit, so to speak.
You're a new recruit?
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
They don't just take anybody. They don't. It took me a while. I had to convince people to let me in.
They probably don't like you
Sounds
talking about
a
that,
washed
hey?
up football player.
Huh?
They probably don't like you talking about that.
Oh no, it's lingo. You know, when I say I work for the Thieves Guild, I mean like I actually pick dates for a living. Wink.
It's happening.
What can you tell me about the dates here?
Not much. They're tasty.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, are we talking about dates or dates?
Dates.
Oh, they're good.
Okay.
Oh, he orders you a round of dates, and you guys split a bowl of dates together.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the Viper.
Then he says, I'm gonna go back to my own place. You have a good night."
You too.
And he leaves.
Okay. Where are my friends? Go to my room.
Yeah, they're in the room.
Oh!
Are you guys staying up? Or are you guys just like talking about things? You guys sleeping?
No.
Talking about boys.
So that Chief's weird, huh?
I'm sitting awake on Penya's bed.
He has a bowl of chips as he walks in.
You eat while you sleep?
No, I eat before I sleep. That way I wake up with a full belly and I'm real sluggish in the morning.
Our fighter, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a good night. I think I'm going to go sleep in the bar.
Rodrigo leaves the room. Your bed is calling to you. It says, I'm so comfy.
Mmm.
Yeah. You're just gonna go to bed?
My bed's talking to me
Well,
though.
no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
It's clearly a mimic.
Yeah.
Everyone just going to bed?
I'll go to bed, yeah.
Sure.
Cool. You guys don't dream of anything but Panya in the desert from the dream before. You dream of a giant pillar of fire.
Sweet.
All right. You guys wake up. You have a meeting with the Hachia again at 10.
Mm-hmm.
If she shows up, that remains to be seen, but
Better.
it falls onto you, Neith. You have first action of the day because you woke up the earliest. By 4 minutes.
By 4 minutes.
You two woke up at the same time, but you were slightly ahead at the same time.
Handy.
Yes.
Two different parts of the
Is there a room? Is there a window or a balcony off of our shared room?
No, there's just a tiny little window.
I'll look out the window. Do we see anything?
Yeah, you see some people walking around the streets. The day starts pretty early here. But it's just people milling about their day. A few farmers
Sweet.
are carrying boxes of
That's our
vegetables to
appointment,
market.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
What time is it now?
It's 9.
Okay, cool.
Unless you wanted to wake up earlier, you can wake up whenever you
No, I'm
want.
gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna poke Rodrigo with my foot again. That's what he gets for sleeping in a booth.
It's a table. It's very clearly a table.
Right? So less comfortable than a booth.
Neith.
Yes.
Panya, does she attach herself to people really easily?
No. I don't know that I would say attach. She enjoys berating people very easily. Does that count?
Last night I found her in my bed in very little clothing, and I'm just trying to figure out how to let her down gently.
I can tell you that it's probably not you. It's probably the nicer room.
Ah.
Yeah.
She's a mooch.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing that up.
I think
Still,
you're fine.
I'm going to keep an eye out just in case.
Yeah.
Good, good.
I'm gonna come downstairs, well rested, my cat, we're all clean. It's
Yeah.
like, this is the best.
Chief, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna walk downstairs with my bowl of chips.
Yeah, it's just polish them off. with a
You
knife.
were eating that last night.
No, I'm eating them now.
Bartender, I think I'll cover myself for at least another night.
Fists of the No Guild Code. The day is yours. What do you guys want to do?
We're gonna go demand a meeting
Sure.
with the Hacha.
All right. You guys walk to the Temple of Nethys. Sekek is actually, there's still people running around, but she has a few other people coming, and when she sees you, she gratefully walks over and says, okay, I was able to get a meeting. She was very interested in your subject, because she found it, I guess, as laughable as I did.
Oh yes, right.
And if you guys don't mind waiting another 15 minutes, she will get you in. So then, like a doctor's office, she takes you from one waiting room into another waiting room. This is a lavish big room with this little garden in the middle and little pools of water at each end of the room.
I'm gonna make a perception check.
Go for it. What are you looking for? Just the room?
Yeah. That is 20.
You don't see much else beyond that. There's a few paintings on the wall,
Traps.
and the white stone walls have a few carvings in that just represent Nethys and stuff like that.
Well,
Oh, this is nice.
lovely.
I like the
Yes.
pools of water. They add a color to the stone.
Got that calming water sound.
That is nice. That's very nice.
It is very nice. You appreciate it.
Me?
Yeah.
Of course. I love
Excellent.
running water.
All right. Good.
All right.
Good.
Why is that good? I just...
Please, God. Please.
Strike me down.
A woman enters the room and clears her throat. She's a regal woman. She has, she's wearing a white silk gown of royalty, no purple. She has a symbol of Nethys around her neck, which is a face, half white, half black. And she's wearing a lavish crown on her head that kind of goes up and looks, it's like big, she looks like this. This is what she looks like.
Whoa, that is one heck of a crown.
Yeah, that's her
Yeah.
crown.
Okay.
Sweet.
That
Alright.
puts your like you and her mask need to fight.
Like, you look like...
Okay. You needed to see me?
We need to get into
The inner
the
sanctum.
inner sanctum.
Outer
of
sanctum?
we need to get into the library.
We need an all-access, no restricted pass to the library.
What are you researching?
This Pharaoh of the Sky,
The Forgotten Pharaoh.
Hakotep.
Why don't you guys all sense motive?
5.
Ooh!
31.
Oh, good, because I got an 8.
I rolled almost the best I can on
I
the
rolled
die.
a 1.
18. So you guys all notice.
She's terrible.
She's pissed!
You guys all notice that the mask means something. Of what it is, you can't actually tell. She's good enough to hide that.
Tanya's mask?
The topic of the mask.
Right, okay.
And why are you looking up this mask?
Well, I'm sure you heard about Wati.
I did, yes.
So there was a cult there that had a bunch of these masks, and they were worshiping the Forgotten Pharaoh, and we're just kind of
we always let him just tell
Following
everything,
that
everything like this?
trail, trying
I
to
was just
tug on that
wondering.
thread till it all unravels.
Why?
So, excuse me? Did you not want this meeting? Were you guys just coming here to have a personal conversation between yourselves?
My lady, you misunderstand. We were simply concerned about our friends sharing this type of information this openly.
Fair enough.
What?
I believe you
asked.
can be trusted, but it is a concern we hold. These cultists have proven quite dangerous and willing to harm many in the pursuit of their goal.
Yes, we have no worry of the cultists here. There's been no activity of this so-called cult that you speak of. I believe you could find the majority of the information you're looking for in the outer archives of... No?
We looked.
You looked.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, but I'm confident that everything you can find is there.
Actually,
She walks in and looks at the garden in the center as you're talking.
we need to get in there because we need to get to the Spiral Archive in the Inner Sanctum.
I'm sorry, I will not be granting any of you guys access to the Inner Sanctum.
What if we took care of some problems for you?
I have no problems. Frankly, my problem right now is you.
Why?
She goes and starts to leave the room
Hey,
when a woman walks in. She's younger. She's covered in a gold gown. She's tanned, bronzed skin oil, and she has big, lavish golden earrings and jewelry everywhere. She immediately falls to her knees in front of the Hachia and says, "Your Excellency, Her Excellency has arrived." And the Hachia pauses and then says, "Come speak to me," and she kind of ushers her to the side, and the two have a conversation.
I'm going to walk over to inspect the garden, and by that I mean listen in. Oh, 14.
14. You hear that this young slave has been sent by Her Excellency Muminofrah of Sothis. She requests the governor's presence immediately. The Hachia sets out a very disdainful sigh and then leaves the room.
no.
I'm going to approach the slave.
Yep.
100 gold if you will tell me where I might go so that I can be a part of the
I have
festivities.
no use for gold. Would you like to come meet Her Excellency, the greatest woman in the history of the world?
I would love that!
So what she does is she tells you all about Her Excellency Muminofrah. Okay, her name is a nightmare. Muminofrah of Sothis, fan bearer on the right side of the king.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry.
She is she currently is residing in the Palace of Gentle Reeds. And she's living on a pleasure barge right now that is just coming off the river.
I love barges. I would love to meet her.
Pardon?
There.
It's like a brothel, but
He
far
didn't-
prettier.
So she's in here.
How do you spell her name?
Muminofrah
Muminofrah
of Sothis,
You
were close.
fan bearer on the right side of the king.
Sophis.
And she eagerly skips out of the room.
Will you take us to her?
She's gone.
Follow that gold.
guys
Is that where
gonna-
we're going?
yeah,
That's
guys
where
gonna-
we're going. Yeah, we're going. Let's go.
You guys want to go to the pleasure barge?
I'm at home on a boat.
Home on a boat.
All right, here you guys go. A great palace. Oh, what is this?
I was going to say, anyone who can force this angry woman to come at her expense is someone who could override her and give us access to the library.
It's true.
A great palace towers over the canal, fronted with a palisade of beautifully painted pillars and dazzling colors. In front of the palace, moored to a magnificent marble quay, a luxurious river barge wallows in the turbid waters of the canal. Between the barge and the palace, a makeshift camp of colorful tents and stalls have sprung up, creating a small village worth of bustling activity. There's a further down to the river. There is the barge. The two guards stand in front of the entrance. Also, by the way, you see dozens of people, half naked, painted gold, with luxurious jewelry all over them, walking around this area.
I think I'm in love.
With what?
The gold.
Ah, yes.
Right. Yep.
Checks out.
Of course. I don't think it's real gold.
Can we get in?
Yeah, easily.
You guys gonna approach the barge?
Yeah.
A gangplank leads up from the quay to the deck of the pleasure barge. Brightly painted and trimmed with shining gold, the barge's polished woods planks gleam in the sun. Well, that was hard. Towards the stern of the vessel, painted and gilded columns support a silken canopy, shading a pyramid-shaped dais heaped with cushions that rise from the barge's deck. Sheer curtains between the pillars stir slightly in the weak breeze along the canal. There are two guards painted gold standing in front of the entrance.
Love it.
They're kind of just looking forward.
Are there any activities happening on the deck?
Yeah, there's tons of people walking
I'm
around.
just gonna try to make my way in between them.
Halt!
Oh, hi. I'm here to get on the boat.
You are on the boat.
No, this is the entrance, the gangplank to the boat. They're standing in front of them.
Yes, that makes more sense.
No entry!
Why not?
Unless you pay us.
Pay you
says-
how much?
And then, whatever you see fit, man.
You wanted to get rid of a piece of a breastplate. Will they take that?
You guys want a breastplate?
We're not allowed to wear armor. As you see, the men are just in thongs painted gold.
Yeah.
And they each hold a spear.
How would you like to experience armor, though?
Look, man, I thought I made this really simple. I thought I made this so simple for you.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to just,
Okay, here's a gold.
Get on in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll follow. I'll do the same.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll give a gold.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll compare it against the color of the paint and see how accurate the paint is.
So accurate.
It's a little bit more glittery, so it's like been mixed with like things like possibly crushed diamond or crushed jewels. It's hard to say. You are from this area. Why don't you do a knowledge local check for me, please, with your mask bonus, because I think it still does that.
Do I have?
It should be on this, whatever the mask
Right.
gives you bonuses
That
to.
makes
It might be nobility, and then it becomes local later.
Yeah. I'm agreeing that it might do that. Not that that's true.
It's on one of the yellow ones, yeah.
I just sounded really sure of myself, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
confuse
It
anyone.
does that thing.
I'm gonna give you this.
Thank you.
You can just tell me. So 14?
I think there's one more of these.
One more yellow one.
Yeah.
Well, I have the
Yeah, I need the base one.
Ah.
Thank you, friend. Nobility. Okay, so it's nobility, and then it eventually will become history and religion as well. But right now, it's just nobility. So what did you get, sorry?
14 without anything from the mask.
You do not recognize her.
Okay.
So you guys are on the boat.
Yeah.
There's millions of people. There's not millions. There's
Millions.
This is the biggest boat
Her extravagance is getting to me. There are tons of people painted gold on this boat. A few are feeding grapes to people lavishly lying on purple pillows. And there's a little dais at the top where the pyramid is, and there's a little shaded area that someone might be inside.
Does there appear to be anywhere where this gold paint is just laying about?
No.
No, I'm thinking like we need to get like a scraping brush and just get all this gold paint off people.
Scrape the gold off people.
Yeah.
I was thinking disguise, but you know, whatever you want.
Is there
Is it? Why are you guys?
Are we free doing things? I've been waiting for my
Yeah,
turn.
you're free on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
why not? We paid our way on it. It's
Yeah, you guys
fine.
are on the boat.
I'm gonna go have some grapes.
The grapes are all taken for by people currently eating them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they're being fed. The slaves are feeding them to people.
Mm.
can I just
Are the
get
people
in
painted or
it?
just the slaves?
Just the slaves.
Oh, okay.
The slaves and the guards are. Yeah.
Okay,
The
we're
working
fine.
You should get
class.
painted because then it would match your mask.
Then I wouldn't look so weird.
It's true.
Nope. Sure wouldn't. You just look like a slave.
No big deal.
Hello. Grape eater?
Oh, don't talk to me. I'm eating my grapes. Says he's just being fed grapes.
Oh, rude. Okay.
Can we like see mum?
Muminofrah?
That's the one.
Muminofrah.
Yeah, you can call her mommy if you want.
Mummy.
Um,
Mumino.
if there's anywhere she could be, it would probably be on the top of the boat in the shaded area.
Can I do like a perception check to see if like we can catch what's her name? The
Sure. The
and,
hotshot?
like the hotshot.
Oh,
14.
14. I'd also like to do a
I'm on it. Hold on, me too.
I'd also like to do a perception check just to see if there's anybody interesting around here. So we've
That's
got
20.
people being fed grapes, and we've got slaves. Do we also have like soldiers of fortune, adventurers?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This place is just like, it's party central. There's people wearing masks. Some of them are actually, some slaves are painted silver that are standing on top of daises, kind of in poses, wearing masquerade masks. This thing is just lavish and excessive.
This is a pleasure barge.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, with the
The
14.
hotshot's not here, no.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Shit.
We might have beaten her to it. She might have to go and get herself like prepped for a meeting.
Prep for what? Painted
Prepped for
gold?
coming onto the pleasure barge.
Yes.
I don't think you need to. You can get in for gold. You don't need to prep for shit. Look, this guy's just laying there eating grapes.
So I'm gonna start going up.
Sure, you're gonna go.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys open the curtain.
Mhm.
You see inside, sitting on a bed of pillows, is Muminofrah herself. She is a very heavy-set woman wearing very little clothing. And she's wearing a lavish crown, and she has 2 slaves fanning her with giant palm leaves.
Wow.
She looks at all of you and says, "Oh, who are you?"
Chief,
Is this
Chief,
who you've been practicing?
She
the
waves.
dragon liked you. Do it.
Yeah, she looks at you and she's like, "You're not from around here, are you?"
No, I am from the Riverlands.
Oh, the Riverlands.
Yeah.
He is my brother Chief,
Yes.
a skilled
Does the
adventurer.
water flow south in the Riverlands?
It depends which river.
This is true. It is a strange place.
She kind of just then eyes down from your chest to your groin. Her finger kind of rotates there. She's pointing, then she goes back up to you.
Okay.
He is a man famed throughout the Riverlands for his exploits and daring deeds.
Oh, you really say that?
I do.
Tell me one of your stories.
Well, this one time.
Come closer. Come
Okay.
closer. Stand there.
Okay.
Put one leg up on that box.
All right.
Go like this. No, both arms. Continue.
Okay, so this one time, there was this village, and there was this orc village really close by.
Oh, what's an orc?
An orc is a big, gnarly thing about twice my size with green skin and it bleeds black. It's ugly and it smells.
Sounds awful.
It's
And they
terrible.
are fanged beasts.
Yes. Now, one night, these orcs came and they raided this village. But they didn't know it was my village.
Oh, did you kill them all single-handedly?
Yep.
I like him.
You should see the scars he got from the fight.
Oh yes, take off your shirt.
Indeed,
take off-
take off your shirt.
Take off your shirt. Take it off. Yeah, and the armor. Take it off too. Not actually though. Not actually. You'll get banned on Twitch. Yeah. So you take off your.
Yeah.
She's just. Whew, fan quicker, please. And who are you? Sorry, I'm spending all this time on my new lover boy. What about you guys?
We are a group of scholars. I am his brother, and we've come here to this city hoping to assist him on another daring adventure. Unfortunately, the Hacha will not allow us access to the library.
Oh, she is such a bother, isn't she? She's such a bore. She has no fun in her life.
A terribly uptight woman.
Yes, uptight. Yes, she needs to loosen herself up. Isn't that right? And she just points at one of her slaves, and he just kind of goes, "That's right."
Listen up.
Why don't you come sit next to me, please?
Okay.
Yeah. She kind of just she kind of just sits in front of you,
Oh.
and she rests like she puts your head between her breasts,
Oh.
and she
okay.
just starts feeding you grapes and
Oh,
petting your
I
head.
did want grapes.
We will be venturing into some of the ruins that surround this fantastic place. Chief riding on horseback, his body glowing under the sun. But we can do
Can I
none.
cover you in oil?
It would probably bronze him quite
Fetch
nicely.
me my oil brush.
his sword held high, his enemies scattered before him. But we can do none of these things because we have no access to the lore that would lead us to this place.
Oh, that is a shame, isn't it?
A terrible
I
one.
find books to be quite boring, but you know.
As does Chief, which is why he brought us.
You're the book readers, I can tell. You guys look all so... You guys could use a little fun, a little gold in your life. The guy comes in with oil, and she just takes a brush and starts... And then she throws the brush away and just starts using one of her free hands. The grapes are now gone.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This is it. This is what adventuring is about. Bosoms and oil.
I know.
We would be happy to share our exploits with you and bring Chief back to you. Once, as I said, we get this matter with the Hacha resolved.
So you want access to these things? I've stopped listening, to be honest with you.
No, of course.
There was just a lot of words coming out of your mouth, and
Yes, we need access to the library so we can do all the boring word things, and Chief is free to...
to get to ride around in the sun, his golden hair glistening in the... As you guys are, as this is happening, the Hachia walks in, and she kind of pauses when she sees you guys.
I'm going to sketch her a bow.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
What are you guys doing here?
We were...
Oh, Decca, how is it going? Muminofrah, it is good to see you. Yes, I was just talking to my new friends and my new lover boy here. You're so greased up that now you're kind of like sliding in and out between folds of her skin and her breasts.
Great. It's just, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's comforting.
Your new friends, huh? What are you, just... Muminofrah, it's great to see you. What can I do for you? Well, you know that this city is now being, the festivities have begun because I am here. But first off, let's do a little tedious stuff. These four, give them access to where they want to go for 3 days, we'll say. 3 days sound good to you guys?
Most wonderful.
You haven't said anything, you weird mask wearer.
I'm just in
I like
awe.
this mask. It's a bit kinky, don't you think? She's just walking around in this mask all the time.
I like the anonymity that it provides.
Yes, that's exactly why we wear masks when we... You should come to one of those.
I would be so happy to.
Why don't you guys do a sense motive?
She's a dragon.
Not you, you're being distracted. Yeah.
I can't
27.
27.
Good, 10.
14.
14. So you can tell that Decca is pissed at this.
Oh, of course.
But she kind of just looks at you and she says, okay, I will get you access. I will have Sakek send you to... Yes, okay. And then she bows and says, Muminofrah, I would enjoy if we could continue this conversation when these people have left. So I'll just be waiting outside.
Why don't you just come and join the oil pot party?
And she just looks at you with this hateful glare and then leaves. Don't mind her. She's, like I said, she's a little bit uptight. She has no fun in her life. She should wear a mask and go and get her little noodles. You know what I mean? There's too much oil on you now.
Yeah.
You're just covered.
I'm just this is
Dripping.
gonna.
Well, what is the respectable amount of time that we need to leave Chief here? To like...
She kind of just pushes him away.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he rolls on the floor all oiled up.
I try
And
to
he
stand
says,
up.
Just come visit me. I want to see you often, okay?
Okay.
We will be sure to bring him back to you. Fear
Perfect,
not.
perfect.
With even more scars to show.
No, don't hurt him anymore. I want him to be exactly as he is. He's perfect right now.
Oh, good. That's
Very happy.
She grabs your head and just starts kissing you.
okay.
Yep.
Great.
And then pushes you away again.
Yeah.
I know that you've...
And I want you to come back too. You intrigue me. It's that mask. Doesn't that mask just... She looks to one of us there. Doesn't that mask just get you going a little bit?
Doesn't that funerary mask just?
It's a little bit gaudy, yes, but you
I'm
know.
just gonna.
I assure you, we will bring her back.
Okay, bye! Now, I know that you've stopped doing the obsessive washing your hands thing, but do you have any soap and water for that we can get this mess cleaned up?
We're saying this after we've left, by the
Yes.
way, not in front of her.
No, he can stay like that.
Hey, that's
I'm
cool.
fine. This is good. This is good.
Are you gonna put your clothes back on?
suntan
What?
really badly.
I'm just
Yeah, hold it.
I'm
How much time do we have left today?
It's only about
just like,
11.
So we can get to the library.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can get to the Spiral
let's do it.
Archive.
Let's
Yeah.
get to the library.
As you guys are coming back to there, Sakek has your access. It's one for each of you the last 3 days, including today. So 1, 2, 3. Today, tomorrow, the day after.
yeah, of course.
Cool.
Cool. You would do it.
We're gonna take a tiny break for the YouTube. Welcome to introduce Muminofrah, who is one of my favorite characters that we've come up in the book. She's fantastic.
It happened to you. It happened to you. It happened to you.
It's just you guys.